1970, I got into a conversation with Sheldon Disward, who was director of music at the Garden Grove Community Church in Garden Grove, California, a church that is known now as the Crystal Cathedral, part of the Reformed Church of America. And Sheldon said, "We have started a television program. I think that you might be a good soloist for it." And I was hired, and they didn't even know that I was not a Christian. I was hired because they could see the skills that I had developed.
There is a quiet place far from the rapid pace where God can soothe my troubled mind.
I needed a bass or baritone soloist and somebody who could help me out on the program there. So I asked Fred if he would like to come and sing with us, or sing for us and so forth, and do solos and sing in the choir. And he decided to do that.
Here we are, coming in the old sanctuary. This is what is known as the Garden Grove Community Church. Upstairs is a little balcony that holds a few hundred people, and there were pews in here that held maybe 1,500 people. And this is the view I would have. If you were to look out there, you would see that that's where the people in the congregation were, in addition to the people who were out here in their automobiles who had come to worship in their car. And the pulpit was right in here, and after the original years I would frequently sing from here, so those folks and these folks could both hear and see me. I think over a period of starting in 1970 till about 91, I probably did 300 or maybe 350 telecasts as a soloist.
Sweet hour of prayer, sweet hour of prayer, that calls me from a world of care, and bids me at my Father's throne make all my wants wishes known. The guilty pair bowed down with care. God gave his Son to win. His erring child he reconciled and pardoned from his sin. The star above was shining, child in manger lay. Wise men came because they knew that he'd show us all the way. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go and tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. Christ is born. Jesus Christ is born.
In my time singing on Hour of Power, I began singing once a month, but in time I was singing almost every week. And one of the things that I was doing that I think had an appeal to the audience was, and by the audience I mean the television audience, was that I was introducing them to Christian songs like they had never heard before.
Tall as a mountain, close as a forest, ever and always, is his love. Love taught the flowers how to grow. Love taught the rivers how to flow. Love taught the eagle how to fly. Love taught the rain clouds how to pour. Love taught the thunder how to roar. Love touched the mountains to the sky.
And they came, most of them, from the pen and the mind of a friend of mine by the name of Ron Harris.
Did you ever want to fly up to the moon? Did you ever want to sing all afternoon? Did you ever want to slide down a chocolate frosting covered hill? Well, I do, and I can, and I will. Did you ever want to never say goodbye? Did you ever want to swim across the sky? Did you ever want to think that the best was surely coming still? Well, I do, and I can, and I will. Nothing seems impossible to me. Just let me be what I must be. I must be. Someday I'll be looking back at all I've done, and I'll see where I have lost and where I've won. And if you should ask if I think that I can try it all until, well, I do, and I can, and I will.
I got a call from Ron one day, and he said, the folks from Word Records are coming out here and they want to talk to me, meaning him. And he said, I want you to be there because Kurt Kaiser, who was in charge of that department, is wanting to get publication rights to my songs. And he said, Fred, you have done so much for me. I'll never be able to thank you enough. And he said, I'm going to tell them that I would like to give them my publishing rights, but that they would need to make an album of you. Wow, what a generous thing that Ron said. So we met at Knott's Berry Farm, Kurt and Ron and I, and that's exactly what happened. So we made that first album, and on that album, there was Amazing Grace and How Great Thou Art and What a Friend We Have in Jesus. But all the rest of the songs, with the exception of one, came from the pen of Ron.
I've got Jesus, Jesus, I've got Jesus, I've got Jesus in my heart.
Well, here we are in the Crystal Cathedral. Sang on this platform many, many times from various spots. Right here, over here, in the middle, way up there. But the first time I ever sang here was a week before the inaugural performance or program that went on in this building. It was a concert, and the person who put it on was Beverly Sills, the world-famous opera soprano. And we decided to do a dry run on the sound system and just sort of feel what things would be like on that for that inaugural concert the following week. So there was a music program that took place here, and I was part of it. I think I sang a couple numbers, but I sang the opening number, which was the first song ever sung in this building. And it went like this. In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And the composer, Ron Harris, accompanied me at the piano.
And in this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. and in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world, and there's quite enough hope, and there's quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Jesus, Lord Jesus, is in this very